Okay, hey, welcome back everybody to Stories from an Angry Intel Guy. These are more airborne recollections. These recollections are from near the end of Airborne School. So we're pretty much in like Tower Week, the last couple of days of Tower Week, and then going into Jump Week. So I know all you guys remember, all you guys that have been through Airborne School remember Pole Man. And basically, if we were doing the towers, we only had I think there were like 4 people that actually let go on the towers, that actually went up the tower and got released, because they just didn't have the time to do everybody, and it was getting close to 4th of July weekend, so they were like, yeah, we'll just take a couple of lucky people up. I think we drew straws or some weird shit to figure out who was going up. And but if you remember, there's this round like metal circle, and that's what hold the parachute. But to put the apex of the parachute into the top of the harness thing, you get the tallest man in the company, and he's got this long ass pole. So they put the parachute apex on the end of the hole, and the pole man's got to go up under this thing and push it up into some latching mechanism at the top, and click, and then it's all, and then they put the edge of it around the ring. And so of course we got this song. We're like, hit the hole, pole man, hit the hole. Hit the hole, pole man, hit the hole. Every airborne dude knows this little tune. And the guy with it, dude, we ain't had girls in like fucking 2, almost 3 weeks now. We're like, hit the hole, pole man, hit the hole. Even the girls are yelling that shit. So pole man is always funny. I had an issue with and during Tower Week, I had an issue with the swing landing trainer. You guys know what that is. When you're on the platform, they hook you up and they let you go and swing back and forth, and they tell you like, rear left PLF, and you pull down the risers to get set for it, then they let you go, boom. I had a problem with swing landing trainer, and also known as the slam dunk. Actually, myself and a young Army ROTC cadet, Elizabeth Truffaut. And Truffaut, if you see this, shout out to you. I still remember you. We were having problems with the swing landing trainer, and it got to a point where everybody had passed. Everybody had done 3 or 4 satisfactory landings, but I hadn't. I don't think Truffaut had. But as for me, she finally did it. She finally did it and passed. I was the last one left. And it got to a point where the black hat pulled me over to the corner, and he was like, hey, listen, you gotta hit these, because if not, I'm gonna have to toss you. And I'm like, all right, clear, Sergeant Airborne. So go back around, get back on the platform. They hook me up, and they're like, okay, start swinging. And before he could tell me what PLF I'm to do, like forward right or forward left or whatever, he tells the dudes on the rope that controls my height, raise him up. And I'm like, huh? Because on the poles there's yellow stripes on the poles that, 4 feet, whatever. And you're not, like, for safety, you're not supposed to raise a person up over those yellow markings. But he's like, raise him up. And I'm like, oh shit. So they raised me up like, 5 feet, 6 feet, whatever. And then land, woof, let the rope go, and bam, unsatisfactory, get up, do it again. So I fucking run around, hook up, go off the platform, I swing it back and forth, ready, land, and they let the rope go. I'm like, bam, unsatisfactory, get up, do it again. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta do these things right, or he's gonna scramble my fucking brains, and I don't want to go home. So I go back around, hook up again and start, you know, and I'm way above the safety line now. He's got me raised up, God, at least like fucking 6-7 feet. And then he's like, land, and they let me go. I'm like, boom, satisfactory, get up and do it again. I go back around, and then we get a couple of backwards rear landings in, and then we get a couple of more forward left, forward right, boom, boom, satisfactory. And by then I'm like, God damn, okay. And it's like, okay, that's enough, you pass. Unclick everything, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, thank God. And yeah, I was a little elevated incentive to pass the swing landing trainer. Also during that, well, let's go into jump week. Jump week started on Monday, 30 June 1986. 4th of July weekend was that weekend. So Monday was the 30th, and then 4th of July was Friday. So the Black Hats were trying to get us the fuck out of there because they wanted a long weekend. So, you know, so we wouldn't be there next week and fucking up their long weekend. They wouldn't have that over their heads, and they got to go back and like do one jump with us on Monday the 8th or whatever. So that Monday, the 30th, we had 2 jumps. Had 2 jumps the first day. 1 Hollywood, 1 combat, I think, yeah. And then 2 jumps on July the 2nd. 2 Hollywood jumps. On the 3rd, we did not have a jump because... No, on the 2nd, we did not have a jump because of winds. So we had jumps on the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd we did not have a jump, and then the 3rd of July we had 1 jump in the morning, Hollywood jump, and then we graduated. We get down on the ground, get our blood wings. I got my blood wings pinned on by Sergeant Brown, who was my company sergeant, big black dude. He'd been to Vietnam and all that stuff, and he comes over to me and he's like, come here, Air Force man. And he puts the prongs in me and just, whoa, I'm like, shit. Still have that t-shirt, have it in a Ziploc bag, still has the blood stains on them. Fuck, I'll never get rid of that. And then, so that was Thursday the 3rd. We did the 1 jump, took us back to the company area. They were like, get your shit, get the fuck out of here, because we got a long weekend. And they kicked us out. Some people may have stayed there, some of the Army folks may have stayed there over the weekend, but I had already made reservations to like be on a flight that afternoon back to North Carolina. And they were like, yeah, y'all got to get the fuck out of here because we got a long weekend coming up. So anyway, those are just some recollections from whoa, got one more. We're at the 8-minute point. I got one more. It's probably gonna make it 10 minutes or 11, but whatever. So I remember at one point, it was the combat jump. So it was first day, 2nd jump, combat jump. We're laying there, and you know, you're laying there waiting for to get up, and after they JMPI and stuff, you're just sitting there waiting. Don't fuck with anything. Just lay there. Just wait. Either sit or lay. And we're all laid down, and I remember there was this dude, Hispanic guy, Latin guy, Hispanic guy, whatever. I don't know if he was like US Army or if he was from one of the other international armies that they send stuff there, because you know people come from, you know, Central America, South America, or wherever. But I know the dude was like Hispanic, Latino and stuff, and I don't think he spoke English that great. But I remember he's sitting there next to me, and he starts fucking around with the cape well covers on the cape well, the riser release system. And he starts, because you guys know that you can pull them and they snap back. But then when you pull pull them off all the way, this little fucking circular braided loop pops out, and that's what you pull, and it releases the riser so you don't get drugged after you've landed. So dude's like click, 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 messing with this thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And he's just fucking around with it, and then finally it pops down, and the little circular, pull ring pops up, and then he's like, oh, okay. What does this do? And he pulls it, and that fucking plink, as the riser popped off of the harness. Oh my god, it was like some scary movie where the monsters are like, "Arr!" Every fucking black hat in the goddamn hangar ran over to him and was just fucking. I'm laying next to him. I'm trying to roll over like a fucking turtle. I'm like, I'm just trying to get out of the blast zone of them just fucking this dude up. And they grabbed him. And they ain't take him out of his goddamn harness. They grabbed that motherfucker like a bag of potatoes and took him somewhere. And I don't think he jumped. I don't think he ever finished. I think they just fucking got rid of him, sent him back to wherever he fucking came from. But man, that was, I still remember that noise and what that started, and that was some of the scariest shit I ever seen. So anyway, end of those recollections. I've got more coming up. So if you like what I'm putting out, please like, subscribe. If you got comments or whatever, put them down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you got to say. So until then, I will see you soon.